Welcome to the Warlords of Draenor Looking for Raid Wing Preview Series by Line of Sight Gaming. Our YouTube channel, LOS Gaming Show, is dedicated to making quick tip videos. You can visit by clicking our logo. Today in our line of sight are the Halls of Blood. The Burning Legion seeks to subjugate the Orc race through the use of the blood of Manaroth. Let's dismantle the Orc leadership and cleanse the halls of any abominations we may find.
Dia Darkwhisper, Gurtog Bloodboil, and Blademaster Jubathos have risen through the ranks and become Gul'dan's personal guard and High Council. One tank will tank Dia to the left, and one will hold Gurtog and Blademaster to the right. Always keep them at least 25 yards away from Dia due to her damage immunity aura. Have your range group in the center of the room.
Mark of the Necromancer is a dot that increases in damage over time. Healers do not dispel it unless the debuff has turned red and the person is taking too much damage. When it's dispelled, it will jump to 2 more players. When she casts Reap, each player with the debuff will drop a damaging purple puddle, so if you have the mark, run out of the middle when she casts it to drop the puddle off.
Start the fight by burning Gurtog down. He will fixate onto a random player. Move about 40 yards away from the tanking position to allow the tank's acidic wound debuff to fade after the fixate is over. He will also leap to big swirls on the ground. The farther you are from these, the less damage you will take.
Once Gurtog dies, turn your attention to the Blademaster. He will hurl his blade in the direction indicated by the arrow, so be sure to move out of its way. When he vanishes and summons mirror images, turn your attention to Dia. The images do share health with the Blademaster himself, so multi-dotters feel free to dot them up. After 45 seconds, the Blademaster will return. It will be time to finish him off.
Be sure to keep moving up for Reap if you have Mark of the Necromancer. Once Dia hits 30%, she'll no longer cast Reap and everyone can stack up. Healers keep players topped up as you finish her off.
Deeper into the halls, the fell corruption is more evident. Kilrogg Deadeye, one of the last remaining warlords, beckons his clan to partake of the blood and gain its power. Tank him near the pool, but keep him off the raised platform. Have your range split to either side of the room. Kilrogg will attempt to shred your tank's armor. If they have active mitigation up, they will avoid the armor debuff.
Kilrogg will begin to spin around, dealing raid-wide damage and launching Fellfire missiles at targeted locations. Sidestep the swirls to avoid the damage. Return to your positions when the bombardment ends.
Fell energy will pour out of Kilrogg's eye socket, forming 3 runes on the ground. If someone is standing in each rune before the cast completes, those players will be transported into a vision realm. For every demon these players kill, they will receive a buff. Kill as many as you can before you are overwhelmed and return to the fight.
Finally, Kilrogg will lock onto a ranged target and after a few seconds throw his Heartseeker at them. The targeted player will have a marker over their head and there'll be an arrow under Kilrogg pointing towards his intended target. Have that player run to the back center of the room and make sure nobody is in the way of the throw. All players hit will spawn a blood glob which will head towards Kilrogg. Make sure you kill the bloods before they reach him.
Kilrogg will not be fighting alone. Bloodthirsters will hop down into the room and attempt to make it to the blood pool. Ranged DPS kill them before they reach the pool. One Bloodthirster will hop directly onto the pool, gaining its power and becoming a hulking terror. Have one tank pull him to the side and face away from the raid. Melee DPS kill the terror quickly while you interrupt the rending howl.
Kilrogg himself isn't too dangerous, but if the ads get out of control, it'll get pretty rough. Prioritize killing all the ads during this fight and you'll make Kilrogg's vision of his own death a reality.
Terrangor, having been flung from the platform in Auchindoun, ended up exactly where he intended. He feasted on hundreds of souls, becoming something else entirely.
Surging Shadows will cause players to pulse, doing damage to anyone nearby, so it'll be important to spread out. Gorefiend will cause a spiral of swirls to appear, which will explode after a few seconds. Touch of Doom will cause you to explode. The farther you move from other players, the less damage they will take.
Much like the Kilrogg fight, the most important part of this encounter will depend on how well you handle the ads. Gorefiend will mark a few players with death and after a few seconds will swallow their souls. While inside his belly there will be 3 types of ads. They will spawn at the edges of the room and head towards the center. Swallowed tanks will need to pick up the enraged spirits. DPS will help kill the spirits and kill as many constructs as possible. Healers heal the essences. If the ads make it to the center, they will teleport out and will need to be handled by the raid outside. Step into the center portal to teleport back out of his stomach before you are digested.
Your priority outside will be to kill the essences to stop them from AoEing your raid, followed by the spirits, which will be applying a nasty debuff to your tanks, and then lastly the constructs. They will fixate onto players, causing an explosion if they reach their target.
Every 2 minutes, Gorefiend will begin to channel Feast of Souls, finish off any remaining ads and stack up, pop Lust and burn him down. He'll be taking 100% additional damage during this cast. He will also be sucking in nearby souls. Tanks, it will be your job to step on them before they get consumed.
Maintain your priority on the ads, take advantage of the damage buff during the feast, and you will ensure that this was Gorefiend's last supper.
The Orc leadership devoted to the Legion have been removed, and a power-hungry disciple of Gul'dan has finally met his end. This has been Tatva
and Tovo, with a Looking for Raid Ring preview by Line of Sight Gaming. If you'd like to see our normal and heroic strategy guides for the Halls of Blood bosses, click on any of these links.